Okay.
We dig in there.
That's what the target was.
So shall we go down to the lower chamber?
We don't know how big it is down there.
There's definitely enough room for equipment.
Okay, good.
It's really tight. It's like this the whole way down, but there's chambers underneath.
Alright, I think I have all the tools here.
Excellent. Watch your head. You keep just about clipping that face there. It goes quite far back there, but there's a lot of collapsed rocks, so be careful. I bet you this fills up with water every time it rains as well.
Weather check, please.
Look how far up they are.
I'm not getting anything, Ash. Hate to say that I don't think we find anything in here. I think we've exploited all we can.
That does look like a circular chamber, like the lowest part of the cave.
It kind of does, yeah. I agree.
What's that white stuff, Walter?
I'm gonna have you come and look. I don't know if this is a part of a skull or what.
A what? A skull?
Hand me that shovel. It is white, elongated. It's facing down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm seeing the underside of where the spine would connect. That's what's facing up.
Does it look like there's a jaw or anything there? Why do you think it's a skull?
It's porous. That's what I see. Alright, I'm going to ask you to cut and come over here and look.
Right, Walter, so you're in here, yeah?
Yep. Look straight down. What do you see right there, Ashley?
Whoa,
I know.
that's a skull. That's a skull, a massive skull.
Fair enough. I think the skull is facing down. And what you're seeing is where the spine connects into the bottom of the skull. I just don't know how to get to it from there.
That's a big skull.
Yeah?
It really is. What kind of fucking skull? A bear? A fox?
It's not a fox. A fox's skull would be smaller than this camera, right?
It's a big animal. It's only like a human-sized skull. Right, Walter, let me try to film that skull. I'm going to ask you to pass the camera. Stand above me and point the light down. See if we can get that. Oh yeah. What kind of fucking skull is that?
Let me adjust the light a little bit.
Ooh, look at that. There's the skull. I'm not going to touch the skull because we don't want to break it. But I'll give that thing about 10 inches in breadth. Massive creature. That mosquito in my ear. That there is the eye socket, see? Looking up towards us. And that there is the nose. But you can't reach it.
No.
These damn mosquitoes, Walter. See, you can see the eye socket to the left, to the center of the shot now. We're not getting in there. That's getting left for another day, but that's a huge skull. Alright, how are we going to get all this stuff back up?
Natalia, come down here and pick up all this stuff. I guess we're passing it up, Ash. We tried.
Right, after the shovel, that's everything that's worthwhile.
I'm gonna do a quick.
Oh, Walter's down there still. Alright, Walt. Watch your feet. Watch your head. Watch your elbow. Voila. Super.
Located in a high-altitude valley in Colombia's Boyacá department, Villa de Leyva is a remarkably well-preserved colonial town. Founded in 1572, its cobbled streets and historic architecture remain intact, earning it recognition as a National Heritage Site. At its centre lies the largest cobbled square in South America, framed by charming whitewashed religious buildings which cover the area's rich pre-Hispanic history. Between the 12th and 16th centuries, Muisca skywatchers and surveyors known as Shequis utilised the expansive plaza as an astronomical observatory. Since the 1960s, archaeologists have uncovered surrounding stones and mounds aligned with the plaza, marking significant celestial events that guided the Muisca's civic, agricultural and ritual calendars. The 16th century grid pattern of streets overlays the original Muisca road system. In March 2023, our team used drones to map Villa de Leyva at night, revealing this ancient layout through the town streetlights. 2 miles south of Villa de Leyva, within clear line of sight, lies El Infernito, ancient Colombia's foremost astronomical centre. Named the Little Hell by 16th century Spanish conquistadors, the site's stone arrangements were linked to what they deemed pagan rites.
Columnas son precisamente, estas se convierten en un calendario. Entonces nuestros muiscas se dieron cuenta que cuando la sombra de esta piedra iba por acá.
So the format of the observatory spells out the extremes of the sun in its annual cycle.
Dating back 2,500 years to the pre-Harara period, this observatory features 109 upright stones arranged in 2 east to west rows. In 1801, natural scientist Alexander von Humboldt suggested that these alignments were used to predict astronomical events, such as solar solstices and equinoxes. This hypothesis was confirmed in 1961 when Carl Henrik, a renowned Colombian historian and archaeologist, observed that shadows cast during the equinoxes marked the onset of the rainy seasons. The site was also a sacred stage for Muisca purification rites, particularly on April 9th, the Zero Shadow Day, when the sun's zenith at noon caused the stones to cast no shadows. This astro-architectural phenomenon, known as a hierophany, symbolized the profound connection between the sacred and the ordinary.
Go for it, just go for it.
You view it, you know this. You see this?
So Ash, just look at this shot. So I've got the Muisca stones here, but I wanted to get the mountain range in the background just to show a bit more perspective when it comes to the area that it's in. So now I'm going to do a low fly, slow, at 60 feet altitude, across the sides. That's the end of that shot.
Great, Minnie. Bagged it.
I'm going to save that one.
So, Walter, what are you doing with this drone?
Well, Stefan, let me tell you what I'm doing with the drone. No, I'm joking. Taking some images of El Infernito,
Yep.
and going to try and get as many good pictures as we can, stitch them together, and make an orthophoto of the entire area here. Hope it'll work. It's kind of windy today, but got a lot of overlap. Doing a crosshatch pattern for the flight, so we'd probably be okay.
So what's an orthophoto?
Orthophotos are actual accurate representation of the ground. So you take out all the variabilities, the elevation, and things like that.
How high is your drone?
I'm going at 320 meters. No, 320 feet. Sorry, and it's probably going to take about 250 pictures, and I think the resolution is probably going to be 1.5 inches per pixel.
Our non-intrusive archaeological research produced the first 3D aerial survey of El Infernito, mapping its environment with precise location data and uncovering previously unknown archaeoastronomical alignments.